This is my week 4 to 5 progress report. Some of what was in my week 4 progress, 3 to 4 progress video were materials I worked on last Monday, part of week 4. So there's a bit of an overlap with this progress report, namely the mock-up I made from the wireframes. So this was the wireframe. This was the mock-up I came up with on Monday. I also did some usability testing on this mock-up with Nick, who has worked with Courier software before, and so the results showed that it would be a good design. The potential issue is now with our limitations in React development. It's been quite a while since I've worked in React, so it took much more time than I previously anticipated to relearn the components, and working with templates that have hidden CSS and such, like where's the information props represents. It took me far too long to remember how to find those. But I find them. Well, some of them. Because we're not building the React site from scratch, we chose this Bootstrap template. It is free. I decided to create one page that contains all available components in the template. I spent several hours trying to figure out how to add some components that weren't already used. Let's see. They are, so all of these, nope, those aren't components. All of these components, I tried to find a way to mix all of them, and I just, some of them I just couldn't figure out. So I time boxed that, and after a certain amount of time, I just decided to cut my losses and work on absolutely what was needed. So this is the original design. This has like dashboard, user profile and everything, and all the icons and typography that we really didn't need. So this is the current dashboard. Oops, I shouldn't have closed that. Hang on. So you'll see up here at the top, all of these links up here, they are different now. So you see the dashboard has like a bunch of different icons. I moved some over. This is closer to what the design was in my UX design. So this would be the actual dispatcher, clock in, clock out, all that good stuff. Any tasks that they want to give themselves. Today's orders with all the information that they need right now. And you can find in all orders, there will be a better list with more detail, although I have not done that just yet. That's what the original dummy template looked like, or the dummy table looked like before. So this is what it looks like now with some dummy data in there. Same with the drivers, and you can see more information on this driver's page, and customers will also have more information of the actual customers. If you want to create a new order, currently this is just their form input form, and so I need to go in and finish this as well. But for now, obviously this is not my original design, but this template still allowed us to include many of the different aspects of the Courier software that we wanted, and things that were necessary, like today's orders and drivers. Those are like the big ones. The rest of this last week were front-end focused with all of this that I just showed you, and the remainder of my involvement is probably going to be front end as well, even though in a real UX process, the beginning of development is certainly not the end of the design process. Fortunately, I just accepted a full-time UX design job at Cisco in San Jose, and so I'll get to learn much more about the process than what I've been able to just come up with on my own and guess, although it's nice to know that a lot of my instincts have been on point. In terms of code for this last week, once I time-boxed getting to know all the available components, like I mentioned, I hunkered down to focus only on the ones that we really needed. So in these routes, I took out, so the paths are still there. You can still get there using the path, but I removed them from the actual, I removed them from this menu over here. This is, let's see, sorry, I'm looking at my notes. All this dummy data I came up with, but Nick is going to start working on a script soon that will also produce dummy data and propagate the page from an actual database, since I'm currently running these locally. So I still have some stuff I need to iron out, but all of the components have been written. They've been updated to include like specific details that are specific to like this is the dummy data that I came up with, but it'll be way more substantial when it comes up with the script that's going to be doing it. So I need to clean up some of it, but we're on track for providing a pretty good working demo. It should be exciting. Thanks.